Welcome to Girl Talk. Thanks for joining us. We are at Automotive here in Stoughton. Beautiful day. Excited to talk with our guests today. Wish we could pan over that way a little bit. We're right down from Century 21 here in Stoughton.
A little plug, yeah.
Shameless self-promotion. But it's been busy. I've been crazy insane this week. So if you're thinking of selling your house, get in touch with your favorite realtor because I've got more buyers than listings. But what's your week been like?
My week has been great. I have been grooming like crazy, running all over the place. Yeah, did Talk of the Town with Jessa on Tuesday, which was super fun. Yeah, it was great.
Fun.
And you had a little experience yourself.
Does it show?
Yeah, we're doing
you are glowing. I know, I got a little crazy. I tried the spray tan.
It looks great though.
I don't know, it's already fading a little bit, but it wasn't too bad, And I gotta say, with color, I did feel healthier. I felt fitter, I felt thinner.
Isn't that funny?
It is crazy. Yeah. And I have a girlfriend from India, and when I told her I was gonna do this, she goes, in India, they sell creams to whiten your skin because that's what's desirable over there. So it's just amazing how...
So crazy.
It is. And here we think, the tanner the better, right?
Right.
And we're trying to stay away from the sun. We're not doing a good job today, actually, are we?
But it feels so good.
It does. But, doing that spray tan, you just feel healthier. You feel, I don't know,
We've
thinner?
been conditioned
to
thinner.
More confident, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting, your point, that in other cultures, it's actually more desirable to not be tan.
I know.
And they go to great lengths to
They go to great lengths. They pay money, just like we're paying money to get some color. They're paying money to get rid of it.
Greener. I mean, no one's ever satisfied, right?
Straight hair, curly hair.
Right. We're all trying to achieve the opposite.
And that goes with weight and stuff too. Like in some cultures, being overweight means you're very prosperous because you can afford to eat more.
Yeah,
correct.
Interesting point.
Why can't that be like that here? Because I would love me some cupcakes.
Yeah, that
would be ribs.
Yeah, but we, here our culture is just different. We're going for tan, we're going for thin. All that kind of stuff. As long as you don't overdo, hopefully, right? It's all about health and trying to just maintain some kind of balance.
You ladies inspired me because I've been out of shape for way too long, and I'm in that I was in that rut where I know how far I have to go, so I just can't get started. I'm like, oh man, she's an instructor. You look fabulous. You are in shape.
You look fabulous too.
So I started running.
I take Janet's class, that's why.
There's no motivation like being on TV though, right? It's like,
watching yourself.
It's time. It is time.
But hopefully, Complete Nutrition can give us some tips on that today. Maybe
we had her on Talk of the Town just last week also, and she's she just knows her stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what she says and give us some pointers. And I like taking supplements myself. So I mean, I kind of supplement things just because when you're busy and you're on the go, you only do so much. So I don't know. I have to admit, I like to take chewable supplements like a little kid.
The gummies?
Yeah.
I love the gummies. It's like dessert in the morning.
Thank you. Yes. Exactly.
You have to be careful though, because you can get toxic levels if you take too much.
Yeah, well, you don't need them like candy.
Everything in moderation.
You're popping them like gummy bears or something.
Back to our moderation discussion. Yeah.
A little willpower.
Well, lots of cool stuff coming up today just on the show. I'm excited to talk to Conant because when you're growing up as a female, men always get those pointers, right? The little basic tricks of the trade, all that kind of stuff. We get left out of those discussions. So I'm going to pick this guy's brain because I know nothing about car care and car maintenance. So I'm kind of excited to be here and get to ask some just basic questions.
My father, I'm the oldest of 3 girls, and my father would be like, girls, I need to teach you how to, be independent. And at the time, you're like, oh, I don't want to hear it. But I did get a flat last year. And I was doing good, and then I have a 2012, so I couldn't find the right thing to get it. I'm like, oh,
the right thing.
And no one would help. And then finally, I figured it out. And then a nice gentleman comes up right as I'm tightening everything up, ready to go. I'm like, oh no, thank you, but no,
I got taking credit.
Right? I'm like, I did the whole thing. But
so we're gonna call you if we get stranded. We're calling Kirsten.
It took a long time. No, that would not be your best option. I will come help, but it's not gonna be pretty.
Okay. Well, we'll get to those tips later in the show, but first, coming up after the break, we've got Complete Nutrition, so if you need some health tips, stick around. We've got them right after the break here on Girl Talk.
Welcome to Girl Talk. We're in Stoughton, Wisconsin today. We're filming at Conant Motors. And our first guest today is Samantha Schweitzer from Complete Nutrition. Samantha, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
We're really excited about all the super secret things you're going to tell us to get fitter and healthier.
Perfect, I'm glad. I've got a few.
You know, being a fitness instructor, people assume that it's easy for me to stay fit, but you know what? It takes work for all of us. And
Absolutely.
myself included. I'm always working on staying fit and such. What do you think is the most common problem that women are having when they try to lose weight?
Definitely knowing where to start and then finding the time to start something. So once we can figure out where they want to go and then how we're going to fit it in.
So you mean what their goal is?
What their goal is and then how they're going to get there and how they're going to fit it into their schedules.
A game plan.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So how does Complete Nutrition help one figure that out? Like, are there steps involved?
Well, I can't create more hours in your day,
Right.
but what I can help you do is make it easier by giving you more energy through supplementation. And then we also help you establish your goal and then a plan that works for you to get there. So our job is just to establish what you want to do, and then we will help you figure out how to get there.
Cool. Absolutely. And we talked a little bit about that the other day, and you guys do such a good job with, you know, just giving us complete information, I guess hence the name, Complete Nutrition. But when you go into their stores, your staff knows their stuff, and it's really nice to have somebody who, you know, no matter where you're going in the process, to kind of pick up and help you out with whatever it might be struggle-wise. But let's talk a little bit about results. So that's the whole point, right?
Absolutely.
You can help us with our goals and where we're trying to get, but how typical are results for people when you start them on a plan?
Results are very typical. I can speak for myself. I had a baby 4 months ago, and so I had 50 pounds to lose. And I've always said, I know it works, I have all this energy from it, but I had to use our Refirm program to lose that 50 pounds, and it was incredible.
Really?
Yeah, because it just gives you the extra energy.
That's not even fair.
Not there yet. I'm not there yet, but it definitely helps. And in the 3 years I've been with Complete Nutrition, we've seen hundreds of people lose hundreds of pounds, which is awesome.
Yeah, that must feel so good to help people do that too.
It's my favorite part of my job by far.
Absolutely.
I bet when I was looking at your website, you had an awful lot of those success stories, and they're always really interesting to read, and you do feel really satisfied and happy for those people that are achieving their goals, because it's so hard sometimes.
It is really hard just to know what to do and where to go.
Yeah.
So we love helping.
So you do consultations. What else do you do besides the supplementation?
So besides supplements, we also offer people that come into Complete Nutrition a chance to work on a diet. We give them a recipe book. So we have recipes that are easy to make and they're clean living recipes. We also help with at-home workouts, or we give you a free week pass to a gym. So we want to kind of make it part of your lifestyle.
Yeah.
We'll plan as much with you as you want, or we will leave you alone if you just want to take some pills.
That's awesome. It's very customized. Like, take what you like. It's for each person, which is what it needs if you're going to do it long term.
Yes, and all of our programs are customizable. That's what we really pride ourselves on. Nobody fits in a box.
Right.
So we need to make sure we can help everybody.
So then if you've achieved your results, you're looking fabulous, feeling fabulous, do you need to stay on all the supplementations and stay with that strict diet and workout routine, or what do you suggest there?
First of all, your diet and workout routine, we don't sell that, we just help with that. So that's up to you.
Sure.
And we can help you tailor that as you kind of go forward. But with supplementation, the most amount of supplements you'll ever take are right away. And then your maintenance plan usually just includes a multivitamin, some omegas, and probably a protein powder, just to maintain diet and exercise.
Nice and simple. You guys keep
very
it simple.
simple.
We need that. Thank
Yes,
you.
that's what we like.
Now, you guys have a lot of success stories, like you mentioned. Do you think that there's like one or two things that really stand out to you that they are doing to be successful? Like, what is it that they have in common?
Accountability. The people that we have had the most success with come in and weigh in with us in the stores, or if they're not enjoying the success that they wanted, they let us know that they need to make a change. So then we can alter their program at any point during your program. We're more than happy to swap it out. So we adjust as they go.
That's really nice. And to your point, you know, checking in and keeping on top of it, that's what keeps you successful and continuing to come into the store and see where you are. And if you're not getting the results you need, hey, help us out. You know, we need
Absolutely.
a change.
Thanks for coming in today. Check out Complete Nutrition. They have location on the west and east side. We're coming up next with beauty tips from Salon.
Hi, welcome back to Girl Talk. We're here with Courtney Shorts, owner and stylist of Bombshell Hair Designs, which resides inside of Luxe Salon Suites. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're excited to have you.
Super excited. Love talking about hair. Hair, makeup, tanning, do it all. Okay, so tell us a little bit about Luxe Salon Suites. What's your inspiration for opening?
Well, Luxe Salon Suites it's a rental suite salon. So basically, well, my hair business, Bombshell Hair Designs, is actually inside of one of the suites at Luxe Salon Suites. And I also have 6 other tenants right now that run their own hair businesses independently out of Luxe Salon Suites. And part of my inspiration when I was designing the space, it was another salon initially, and I came in and gutted it, and so I looked at, you know, the floor coverings and the ceiling and all of the equipment and the cabinetry, and really wanted to design it to be an ergonomic space for stylists so that, you know, they could come in and work, you know, whatever hours they need to and not have it be as hard on their bodies, and also have it be really comfortable for clients when they walk in.
Well, I've seen pictures on your website, and it's gorgeous. It's like a gorgeous facility. It's very clean, sleek. I mean,
stylish too.
Yeah, exactly.
The furniture is all gorgeous, and yeah.
That was my impression when I walked in. I love the beautiful white sofa. I kind of wish we were interviewing you on that nice white sofa. So that's the other thing I did notice, is everything seemed very efficient and yet so stylish and well done. So what are some of the specific design elements that make you unique?
So in the space, I did put in the first freestylist blow dryer system in the Madison area. So basically the blow dryers are suspended from the ceiling. They come down, they're actually on retractable cords. So when they come down, you're not able to wrap your client up in the cord, which is really nice when you're working.
What a plus!
It also reduces tension on the shoulder and on the elbow. That's definitely one of our places that we end up having, you know, pain after the years of blow drying people. So that's one thing that I put in there. I also put in backwash shampoo units. So the client actually, the bowl adjusts to the client's head, and
nice.
We're standing directly behind, so you're not leaning over sideways, which causes a lot of back pain and things like that.
Nothing's worse when you're getting your hair washed than that bowl like cutting you right in the back of the head, right?
Yeah.
But and you have a lot of other you've got a lot of tenants basically that help out all these different stylists and cosmetologists that are in your space also. So you offer a lot of different services as Luxe Salon. So talk to us about some of those other services that you provide.
We are a full service salon, so we offer cuts, colors, relaxers, Brazilian blowouts. I actually do have a skincare specialist now too, so she's offering facials and body wraps and full body waxing. I'm trying to think. Extensions. We do have a couple of extension specialists.
And that helps make your hair thicker too, right?
Yes, you can also, I mean, you can get thickness or length.
Okay.
With
I'd
extensions.
go for thickness, I think. But that's neat. You guys offer so many different kinds of services, and it's all under one roof, so you can kind of go and get your hair done, you can go get your facial, you can get your extensions, all that kind of stuff, and it's all in the gorgeous suite of Luxe, so that's great.
Right. I wanted it to be kind of a one-stop shop, so you can, you know, and we can also support each other's businesses too, because we can refer business back and forth. So, you know, some of my clients, you know, do go see our skincare specialist, and, you know, vice versa, which is really nice.
Yeah.
That's so fantastic. It's like a little community of beauty, almost.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to create.
So because everyone is kind of specialized in whether it's hair or skin or makeup, how do people set up an appointment? How do they know who to look for or how to get in touch with them?
Well, I would probably say the easiest way would be to go to our website, which is luxesalonsuites.com. When you get there, there is, if you don't know who you want to see yet, there is actually a listing of all the services that we provide. You can click individually on those and it will take you to a listing of all of the service providers.
Great.
Or you can just go to our salon directory and you can see all of, you know, we've got pictures of all of us on there, and then also the services that we provide with individual links to our individual websites.
So you can set up an appointment online, or should you call?
You know, some of us do online booking. I personally don't. I prefer to talk to people, or sending an email works too.
Okay.
Or I do accept, you know, text messages sometimes. Are easy.
That's really convenient for girls like me that are like,
I like doing that.
yeah, really busy.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. lots of great services that you guys offer, so we appreciate that. And lots of great ways to book, and you know, you guys have just a gorgeous space, so we love stopping in there.
Thank you so much for being here, Courtney. Please check out Lux Salon Suites. And coming up after the break, we've got all those mechanical tips for you with Joe Conant here at Conant Automotive in Stoughton.
All right, guys, welcome back to Girl Talk. So this is the segment you've been waiting for, as you've been wondering why we've been sitting in front of these tires and hearing all this great automotive work going on behind us. It is because we have Joe from Conant Automotive, who is going to give us some tips and tricks of the trade for us ladies who need a little help. So I know we do, right?
Yeah. How do you change blinker fluid?
How do you change blinker fluid?
That's the one you figure it out.
Oh my gosh. Well, we were kind of saying before we had you on, which is, you know, a lot of guys growing up get a lot of sort of basic tips, you know, from dad, right? That's kind of like a father-son bonding moment, is you learn how to change the oil, you get some basic tips. We kind of miss out on that as women growing up. At least I know I did. You know, my mom took me shopping. So, and it wasn't for tires. But, so what do you think are some maybe like basic tips? If you had to, like, you know, 101 for dummies, things that women should be paying attention to, that sometimes when you see them coming into your shop, you know, men or women, that get neglected sometimes.
Well, the biggest thing is I'd like to just quickly point this out, that we enjoy having the female customer, because the females will ask questions. You'll ask what's wrong, what your vehicle needs, what's required for maintenance, whereas a man, and hopefully I don't offend anybody, we know everything. We'll tell what we need fixed. We don't want to know what's going on. We know what's going on. And unfortunately, that's a big roadblock. Where as far as females come in, it's a nicer, we can actually get the job done better dealing with a female customer, because you will ask what's wrong and we will advise you of that.
We're trying to learn.
And the fact is, the females hold the checkbook. So ultimately, the husband has to call the wife to get the okay.
You're a smart man. You know who makes the decisions.
But as far as a good advice is, if you're in our area, obviously give us a shot. But the biggest thing is the trust factor. Go into a shop, look on, you know, do your internet search, and don't go with a shop that has all 5 stars. Go with the shop that's honest, that's going to put the bad review in there, saying, okay, they didn't fix my car right. Okay, well, they tried to make it up to you.
Right. The important thing is, like, how did they correct that? I think is bigger than, you know, everyone can make mistakes, but if you stand by your service and give someone a chance to make it right, I think that says more.
Customer service is the key.
Yeah.
Customer service is the key.
And I was talking to you about this earlier. I mean, my dad was my mechanic growing up, and now he's not there anymore. I'm not around where he's at, and so it's hard to find someone that you trust, you know, that's not going to try to scam you or maybe not fix the problem correctly. And I think with your business, what I found from your website is that you have some shining stars there. Like 2011, you were voted the best local business by the FSA, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And how about 2012, you were ranked like 75 out of how many people? I mean,
1,500 shops.
Can you talk to us?
That's nice.
What does that entail? Why did you get such awesome recognition?
Well, just honest integrity.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we're not perfect. We make mistakes, but we take care of it.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. I mean, we make mistakes every day. We're human. And the whole idea is taking care of it, and customer service is the key to everything.
Well, that's how you build your repeat base, because they're just going to keep coming back to
Yes.
you. Are there certain vehicles that you specialize in, or?
Nope, all makes and models.
Okay.
Yep, sometimes we even have old farm equipment, tractors,
Cool. You do
stuff like that.
What do you think is the most common thing that you see coming in? That you know, what is one or two really common things that you guys work on a regular basis?
Well, what we like to see is the majority maintenance. Like customer comes in and gets their service intervals at like the 60,000 mile, the 100,000 mile service, because ultimately that saves you money. Instead of repair costs, you're only doing maintenance.
Right.
And there's a big difference in the money.
Right.
So a lot of times people just skip that, or they don't think about it, or
Right.
life gets busy. But I guess it's very important to get it done preventative,
Well,
so you don't
fortunately,
have bigger problems.
we have the technology where if we collect like the information like email, cell phone, we can text you, we can email you, and the computer, our computer will actually tell us or advise that, yep, at 3,000 miles you're going to be at this certain time, so we'd like to get you scheduled in and take care of your vehicle then.
Really nice.
awesome.
We need the reminders.
I need reminders.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're located here in Stoughton. I know that you do kind of participate in a lot of their organizations and
Yep.
events. What do you do here for your community?
Well, give back a lot to the community. We promote the Stoughton Fair quite a bit. We have a car show coffee break coming up here on the 16th of August.
Oh, cool.
That'll be fun. And just various organizations. The Little League, we support that heavily. Basically everything that somebody, that they come down and ask, we generally give to.
I haven't heard of the car show coffee shop. Did I get that right?
Coffee break.
Coffee break. Car
Well,
show coffee break.
The
What is
coffee
that all
break
about?
actually originated in Stoughton, believe it
Okay.
or not. And they have a day or a morning set up where we have I believe it's a 5-mile walk, run. We have a car show, and then we have like a brew off where they'll have possibly 10 microbreweries come down and have you sample and vote on the best tasting
So,
coffee.
Coffee break and beer break sounds like.
Yeah, and a
They
little
don't
workout
advertise
too,
that in the
well-rounded.
No, but it's a good time, and it's only it's till 3 o'clock on that Saturday, and it's a relaxing day.
And what's that date again?
August 16th.
August 16th. Okay.
Yeah,
A little
that sounds
planning
fun.
time.
All right.
Good.
And I understand you're thinking of putting together an informative session
Yes,
for women, right?
a
Where they can
ladies'
come in.
night, yep.
Ladies' night.
And it would be basically I would invite, hopefully we get at least 10 to 20 females that would just be it would be an informative night. Like the question you asked me, what am I in store for? What should I look for? And even if you don't come to our shop, we'd give you some pointers to, okay, this is what you look for and this is what you look out for,
Absolutely.
and so on.
Well, I'll be there. Gosh,
Yeah, I need
that.
I can put pointers myself.
Well, and sometimes there's just such subtle differences. Like, you shouldn't be low on oil, but then I tend to overdo things. But it's worse to have too much oil rather than not
Yes.
enough, right?
Yeah.
So,
All these
it's,
little
yeah.
I
tricks
don't
of the
even
trade
remember
that
the
we
last
miss
time I
out.
checked my oil, like where it was at. Sorry, Dad. I need to see you sooner than I think.
Right.
Well, we look forward to those tips, and I think Ladies' Night will be, a huge success because, like I said to you when we kind of got started, is sometimes we miss out on some of those basics. And if you've got a place that is willing to not only educate you, but also that is honest and, just has a commitment to making it right, even if you're not here in Stoughton, it's worth the drive. So we really appreciate it, Joe,
Thank
for
you.
all the tips
Thank you.
here at Conan Automotive. And we're out of time, you guys. Can you believe it? That's it for us for Girl Talk today. Please join us next time.